Hello and welcome to my video. Today I'm gonna be making myself a VTuber to stream with and use for my videos, as this little PNG isn't really doing it for me. And if you want to know how to make your own VTuber, stick around till the end because I have a little surprise for you. So first off, I needed a design. I needed to know what I wanted to be, who I wanted to be, all that. I at first wanted to maybe be like a little bit more of a traditional VTuber where it's front face, all that. I was like, no, like this doesn't really fit my style. So I was like, okay, maybe I just need a chibi version. Maybe that'll help. And I just was like, oh well, that doesn't really connect with me. And then I started designing some more, came across VTubers on an angle. I was like, oh, that looks a little bit more like what I wanted. Stretched something out, and I liked it, kept going with it, and now we're gonna finish it. Cutting is the word you use for VTubers when you are separating parts, when you are separating the model and all of that. So I've made a few shorts about this. So for example, each little lash has to be its own thing, each little eyepiece has to be its own thing, the nose, everything has to be its own little thing. And it takes forever. I think I was drawing for, gosh, I wanna say like 3-4 hours. And this is a very simple model. And yeah, so it took a while to finish it, but I really like how it turned out. Another thing I really wanted to try and do is work with the lighting of my model, because I've seen a lot of VTubers with just plain old colors and the normal lighting. I wanted to be like, hey, what can I push? I can push the boundary, so why not? And I'm gonna be challenging myself a lot, but I hope it's gonna be fun. This is she. I love her very much, and I hope you did too. I wanted to do some things that aren't very traditional for VTubers during this, so bear with me, okay? Trust the process, okay? So after setting up the model, because clipping doesn't translate into Live 3 for some reason, that's fine, I wanted to animate my wings. I don't see a lot of VTubers having this, but I really wanted to have 2D animated wings that aren't smooth and clear, because I'm not smooth and clear. So why not? You know, why not? Then it was on to the eyes. I really wanted my eyes to be kind of like a central point of my model, because it's one of the things you'll see a lot, especially with the tablet and everything. It took me a while. I think this whole recording is nearly 2 hours of just me trying to figure out this model, because for some reason a lot of things just went wrong. It's my first time doing a model like this on an angle, so I was kind of struggling with that, but I had fun. It was fun, and I think that's, yeah, all I kind of have to say about it. It took me so long, and the physics probably aren't the best yet, but I'm working on it. Please. I also did some cute leg sways, because yeah. So first off, I wanted to do my mouth, but I needed to fix the eyes. They were so buggy and I didn't like how they looked yet. So I had to work on that first. Then it was on to the mouth. I knew I didn't want to put too much into the mouth, as that I didn't want that to be a focal point, and I'm not the best at rigging mouths. But I just wanted something simple, something practical, and for my little things to match up. I liked how it turned out at the end, and yeah. Then I tested how it was looking so far. I liked how the mouth looked and how the eyes were moving and everything. So I kept going. Then it was time for the head angles. This wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I remember doing it with some of my other models and I absolutely hated it. But for some reason I didn't find it too difficult this time. Now again, it might just me not being too picky about how my own model looks, but I actually liked how it turned out. Now at this point, I was already really in love with my model. I loved how expressive she was. Even if there wasn't any toggles or anything, she was just so lively, in my opinion. And that's kind of what I wanted. I didn't want one that I had to puppeteer, so this was going very well so far. Now we are rounding up on some of the last bits of the video, so if you've stayed so far, thank you. I really appreciate it. It's hair physics. I knew I wanted kind of wild hair physics because I like the poof. I like that it's poofy and that it's all over the place. And then it was time for starting the body rig. I had specifically chosen to kind of do a little bit of wild turning because she's sitting down, so there has to be some kind of movement. I have a habit of sticking my tongue out and going bleh. So I knew I wanted my my model to have the ability to have their tongue out. So I did that. I had a little bit of a struggle getting it out, but I love how crazy the physics are. And I had a lot of fun showing it to my friends, being like, hey, look, I can I can do this. And then I started on the hand and the rigging of getting the hand to the tablet. And this process was such a struggle. I had cut the hand up so that it would be easier for me to rig, but I had such a hard time actually getting it to look okay with the tablet. And then when I tried to do the physics with the mouse moving, I kind of gave up on that because I got angry at it. And that's okay. Sometimes things fail. Then I wanted it to be like a conditioned thing that it can only move back and forth the hand whenever the hand is down and I'm using the tablet. I spent so long trying to figure that out, I couldn't, and I rage quit. When I came back to the project, I was so stumped and so beat. I didn't know how to fix it, and I kept looking at tutorials on YouTube to try and see like what was I doing wrong. And eventually I figured out if I used blend shapes for the tablet movements, that helps. Apparently that works. So the X and Y needs to be blend shapes as well. I didn't know that. It was my first time working with blend shapes. And from then it worked fine. I had some issues trying to get it all to sync up and everything, but other than that, it worked fine. And same with the lighting. I had a little bit of an issue, but other than that, it worked fine. Hi. This is she. I'm liking her. So I might add some more things to her in the future. But right now I just I like how she looks. I'm very proud of myself, and yeah, I hope you like her too. I'm gonna start streaming. If I do that, I'm probably gonna do it on Twitch or here on YouTube. I'll link both in the description if you want to see that. And if you have any suggestions on any toggles you want me to do, because right now I have the what? I love it. I love it so much. I also have the tablet, which is connected to my second screen, so that whenever if I like womp womp, or oh, hop down here, wow 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 wow. The dark mode. If you wanna be a VTuber as well, or you wanna learn how to rig things, I do have a thing on my Ko-fi for that. I have her. I have this girl. This is she. She is completely free. You really don't have to pay. And I would actually say I want to see people use her. She is just for rigging purposes, so I'd like to not see anyone using her for streams without permission, at least. And she comes with a few toggles, different outfits, a hood, anything you'd want. It's down here. And like you can see, she is completely free. If you want to learn how to do live 2D rigging, please use her and tag me in it, because I want to see it. Yeah. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next video, hopefully using this girl. Bye!